the shit passes, but then a day or two later it creeps back up and you all of a sudden need to be held again. You all of a sudden need to be fucked again. You all of a sudden need to be fucking something again. You don't just motherfucking need sex. You need affection. What's up, y'all? Today, I'm here to talk about this bullshit self-love train. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, straight up, I'm gonna just start off because I really don't know how to start this one off because it's not a top 5, but I'm gonna just start off by saying this whole self-love train, it's really getting on my nerves. I'm really sick of hearing this shit up and down, seeing it up and down the timeline on every social media platform. It's just self-love this, self-love that. But one thing I've always noticed is it's always used only in one sense, and that's in a relationship sense. It's only talked about when it is about relationships or other people, or when someone's expressing their desire for wanting love or wanting to find a partner. Here you hear this self-love thing all the time. And I'm here to call this bullshit out. All right, this is something that a lot of people will not say, but I'm about to hit some facts on y'all's head. And a lot of y'all may not be able to handle this type of truth, but those of you who are seeking it and who are interested, y'all gonna really benefit from this because this is some real shit. I'm telling y'all straight up, self-love starts with yourself and your own value, okay? Y'all are taking self-love and making it about self-esteem and confidence. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, I'm saying that self-love is not about your self-esteem and your confidence. Self-love is about how you take care of yourself throughout the day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? How you eat, how you work out, how you influence yourself, the things that you listen to, the things that you watch, the things that you surround yourself around, the people that you fuck with. Not just the relationships that do you wrong that you get out of, but also getting away from bad friendships and toxic family members. These are also forms of self-love. Quitting bullshit jobs who do not value you or pay you enough to live the way that you need to. All of these are forms of self-love. It's not just about a relationship or having someone give you love. Okay? Where I'm gonna start off with this is that self-love, what I think that a lot of y'all are talking about is self-awareness, self-confidence, self-esteem, and things that were supposed to be instilled as a child. Okay? And I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad, but straight up, I feel like when I see this, it's a lot of, I'm hearing and seeing a lot of people looking in the mirror and repeating themselves to themselves that they matter or they're good enough. You know, have you ever seen stuff like that, like on TV or you know, have you ever been in any kind of social groups where they'll tell people, you know, if you don't feel good about yourself, look in the mirror and tell yourself over and over again how much value you have and all the good things about yourself and compliment yourself and look yourself in the mirror and say all these things repetitively and then they'll just automatically somehow come true or you'll start believing them? That is bullshit. Anybody who has to sit up in the mirror and tell themselves that they are beautiful, that they are good enough, that they don't believe it. Straight up. No matter, and that's what I'm feeling like this self-love thing is. I feel like a lot of y'all are just telling yourselves this to try to hopefully gain real love for yourself. But really, it's just a cop-out for wanting to be with someone, but not wanting to come off as desperate or not wanting to, or not knowing how to go about it. So instead, or basically a hopeless romantic. So you just sit back and you just say, okay, well, I'm just going to love myself since ain't nobody loving me. Like basically ain't nobody showed up in time or something. Like, first of all, let me get something real clear to y'all. If you do not love yourself, nobody will be able to love you. There's no possibility. You won't be able to love no one, and you can't receive love if you don't know how to love yourself. The shit starts with yourself. And I'm sorry that a lot of this was broken with y'all, with childhood, with your parents. because this is something that's supposed to be instilled as a child. I remember growing up, I was always told to look into what I'm doing, pay attention. If I don't want to do something, don't do it. If it doesn't make me feel good, don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be, unfortunately, some things you do need to be instilled with. And I think that in the black community and in the black gay community especially, there's all this self-love going around. Train, because a lot of y'all never really loved yourselves. Y'all ain't know how. Y'all ain't learn how. You know what I'm saying? So y'all jumped this first step and skipped over to the second step, trying to get other people to love you or trying to love other people, but you never even got to know yourself. You never loved yourself. You never really adventured on yourself and got to take the time by yourself in your solitude. Because see, a lot of y'all ain't really got no solitude. How you know yourself if you ain't never sat to yourself? If you've always had people around you all the time, how do you know who you are and what you like and what your true interests are? You're influenced by everything around you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the self-love train is just this bullshit cloak that a lot of people are hiding under. Self-love is not going to replace the desire or need for others' love. And I mean, repeat that to yourself. No matter how much self-love you have, you will not replace the desire of love from another. If that was the case, God wouldn't have made billions of us. If we was all supposed to just sit here and just love ourselves and just be to ourselves and in our own selves and in our own world and not need nobody and not want nobody, and everything you can do all by yourself and everything, all the experiences and memories is going to be by yourself, you think that'll be a fulfilling life? I hear a whole bunch of motherfucking lonely motherfuckers. That's what I hear. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't hear confidence and self-awareness and getting to know who you are and all that when you're saying that. That's to me telling me that a person never knew themselves, they ignored themselves, they abandoned themselves, and they went and loved other people and put themselves into other people, put a lot of attention into other people, and then was disappointed because you didn't get the return that you expected. And that was not no one else's fault but yourself. And that's what you have to start taking responsibility for. I'm not saying that you're responsible for not being instilled with it or being taught it, because yes, that was your elder's fault. However, as now you getting older and this is your world and this is your life and you cannot live your life through what everybody else did not do or what they did do. You got to take hold of this world and ride it like the bull that it is and take control of this shit and do what you got to do. And you cannot sit around and keep playing this whole cloaking game, okay? If you need to take some time to yourself, get to know yourself and love yourself, then say that. But quit acting like that's a replacement for other people's love. Talking about, I got enough family and enough friends. I don't need no nigga. I don't need to be with nobody. Do you know how you sound? No matter how much love you get from family and friends, relatives and friends, by the way, because honestly, technically, if y'all don't know, as an adult, without your own spouse and children, you are fucking single in the eyes of the law. You are by yourself. All those people that you talking about, friends and family, because they're good enough for you, these motherfuckers got their own little families. Got their own baby mamas and baby daddies and their own little families and shit going on. If you want to be of true significance to someone, I suggest that you start trying to start your own family. Straight up. Because your mom and dad and grandpa and grandma are going to pass before you. Okay? And your uncles and aunties and your cousins, they have their own world and their own lives to worry about. So what, you just gonna settle for being the gay uncle? That's just cool for you? Just being the gay uncle and shit, the gay cousin and shit? That's it for you? I mean, hey, if that's all you desire in the world, hey, nobody is here to tell you what you're supposed to do. But I'm just here to open up some eyes here. Because I'm just like, what's going on? Is all y'all really talking about living alone for the rest of y'all's lives and nobody cares about finding no partner just because you having a hard time doing it? Hey, there's this one movie that it reminds me of. I don't remember what it's called, but it's about a dude, a black dude, gets up every day, got on a yellow hoodie or something, and this nigga goes and he gets out of the girl's bed and he goes to go home to feed his dog, but he keeps getting killed by a cop every fucking day. No matter how he does it, he tries to do a different way every time, and the shit still plays out the same way. And that movie taught me a very valuable lesson because I feel like this is what it was equivalent to my dating lifestyle. I'm like, it don't matter what I do, how I change it around, how I make myself good enough, how much self-love and self-seclusion I practice and all that other shit, no matter how much I out-branch myself and be outgoing and all that, it still was just the same, result. And it was like, I noticed that this is a world of basically find love or die trying. That's our struggle in this lifestyle, LGBT, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really truly give up. I mean, you don't truly lose or lost anything until you give up. And that's just all I want y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? Quit this whole bullshit self-manipulation, okay? That is a self-manipulative tactic. Do not lie to yourself and tell yourself that you don't need things that you desire and have desired all your life, okay? Do not rob yourself of your humanity. You are human. You deserve and you require love and affection. Don't brainwash yourself to make yourself feel like you tripping or you crazy or desperate because you want somebody to spend your life with. No, we're not going to start this bullshit of world of starting. I feel like this world is turning into a single lifestyle. I feel like all the relationships is failing. It's really horrible. It's not just the LGBT community. It is everybody. Like, relationships are on the rocks, y'all. So I just want y'all to, like, be warriors in this shit. Love warriors and quit backing down and sitting in the sidelines and shit and allowing it to just be destroyed. Stand up for yourself and be who you really are and go after what you truly desire and quit allowing the world to manipulate you onto what you're supposed to want and what you're supposed to desire, and quit letting them tell you, oh, you need to practice self-love whenever you discuss or express your desire for wanting to be with somebody. Because no matter how much those people are telling you to love themselves, first of all, a lot of y'all need to understand that there's a lot of self-projection in the world. People will tell you to do something that they are the ones that have the problem and they need to focus on it. And because they're dealing with it internally, they'll externally express that on others. You know what I'm saying? Because they have self-esteem issues, they'll go and tell other people if their reason for practicing self-love is because they abandoned themselves and they went and loved somebody that fucked their ass over and they looked up and regretted it because they was mad at themselves because they saw them red flags and then didn't pay no attention to them. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come and tell you when you express wanting to be with somebody, oh yeah, you need to love yourself because these niggas ain't shit and da-da-da-da-da and all this other shit. Pessimistic as fuck. Don't listen to that. Okay? Walk in your truth. Go off of your experiences. Live in your life. And learn for yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I just wanted to say this straight up. Self-love is a constant thing. It is not about in or out of being a relationship. It's constant. Self-love should be practiced whether you are in a relationship or not. Okay? When you're with someone, you are supposed to still love yourself and go and do things that you regularly did before you got with them. Do not get with someone and switch up your whole schedule and stop doing what you are used to doing. That's how a lot of shit goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you abandon yourself, you put all your hobbies and all your goals and all your things off over to the side because you so endowed and infatuated with this new thing and this new person. And then you forget about yourself and then time goes on and then all of a sudden you look up and you ain't did this, you ain't did that. But then guess what? You blaming this nigga. How you gonna take somebody's love or a bond that you got with somebody and turn it into a negative thing because you can't multitask your life? Let that sit on you and see how that would feel if you were somebody who was really loving somebody and they took, because you couldn't control and handle your life and in balance with yourself and a partner, that you had to leave them the fuck alone just to go and do yourself. You didn't only waste your own time, but you wasted their time, okay? So self-love is constant. It's not about, oh, I'm out of a relationship, now I need to practice self-love. Oh, this nigga did me dirty, so now I need to practice self-love. What? Y'all have this all the way twisted. Self-love has nothing to do with the relationship. It's all about you. Understand that. Stop misconstruing self-love for self-esteem. Those are two different things. Your self-esteem, your self-worth, your confidence will not come from telling yourself that you're supposed to love yourself. That comes from within. Your experiences, the accomplishments that you have made, the things that you have overcome. That should make you feel better about yourself. That should make you know your value. All right? That's all I wanted to say. Just wanted to clear all that up. And you know, this might be an unpopular opinion, but it's facts. I don't care what nobody says. There's facts in what I'm saying. And Kelzo say so. All right? Period. Fuck with your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's something that you want me to do a topic on. And let me know if you disagree or what you think I could have added onto this. You know what I'm saying? But all right, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace. Oh, and then I just wanted to add on there real quick. The way that I can also tell that y'all full of shit with this whole self-love game is because the same ones practicing and preaching self-love so much, y'all the ones doing hookups, y'all on these apps, y'all is doing all kind of shit for validation from other motherfuckers on a regular basis, posting hella fucking nudes, hella motherfucking shirtless pics, all kind of shit. All right? Let's quit capping. All right? I'm done with this capping and shit, all this lying and all this self-manipulation. Self-manipulation is real. All right? If y'all motherfuckers was really on that love, self-love shit, you would be celibate and some more shit. Because self-love, when you really get to know yourself and value who you really is and know your worth, you'll be a lonely motherfucker for a minute. And a lot of you can't handle that. All right, so let's get on some real shit. Cause y'all not really, I'm tired of hearing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Self-love yourself when you listening to that bullshit that you intoxicating yourself with. That bullshit that you watch and that you listen to on a regular basis that's toxifying your mind and your heart about what you should be doing in life. That's misguiding you and manipulating you. Self-love that. Self-love that New Year's resolution that you haven't finished yet since 2018. Self-love that same energy when you cutting off these niggas when they do you dirty. Self-love that same energy when you cutting off these friends and these toxic ass family members who's constantly doing you dirty and you keep forgiving them. But when a nigga does something, all of a sudden he's automatically cut off and dismissed. Self-love that. All right, we gonna quit this hypocritical shit. We gonna quit this half-assery. If we gonna do it, then let's do it. All right, straight up. That's all I wanted to say, because real talk. And then think about it too. How you gonna build a legacy, have a true home that's fulfilling? And how are you truly successful if everything that you get out of life, nigga, you could go to your highest point of career and you can meet your biggest accomplishment that you've ever wanted, and guess what? A lot of people have gotten there and not been satisfied because they don't got nobody around them to share it with. Do y'all hear what y'all are saying? Let's get off of this whole lonely train, because I feel like it's a lonely self-manipulative train. I don't feel like it's self-love, because people who really have been practicing self-love all their life, they don't have to go and direct themselves into focusing on themselves because they do that on a regular basis. Straight up. I'm just keeping it G. People who truly are confident in themselves and think that they are attractive, they don't look in the mirror telling themselves that they are attractive. We don't do that. All right, so I'm just speaking some real shit. If you can't handle it, you know what I'm saying, you need to look into yourself. And I hope that you can, and I hope that y'all are taking this from a positive way. I'm not trying to put nobody down. I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad about themselves or like they didn't, do something right. What I'm saying is that be true to yourself, be honest with the world, and quit being real with yourself, lying to the world, or lying to the world and being real with yourself. Let's just keep it all the way 100, all right? If you need to practice self-love because you have been abandoning yourself and you do not know yourself and you do not love yourself, that is about another thing. That has nothing to do with another person. That has nothing to do with the relationship. You're supposed to do that anyway. And you should do that before you start dating. Yes. You can also date while you do that, but you need to be upfront about what that is and don't lead nobody on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to call those out on this bullshit fake love train because we know that it's been some bullshit, okay? If you got a lie to yourself to make yourself sleep better, but then you wake up a day or two later, or the shit passes, but then a day or two later it creeps back up and you all of a sudden need to be held again, you all of a sudden need to be fucked again, you all of a sudden need to be fucking something again, you don't just motherfucking need sex. You need affection. You need companionship. Quit selling yourself short. Get what you need and go after your true desires. Fuck this self-love train. These motherfuckers don't even really love themselves, because if they did, they would know that you're too damn good and you are a fucking God's gift. Why would you not express and share yourself with someone? You have so much to offer to someone. You want that shit to go to waste? Motherfuckers who really love themselves is so damn confident that they know that they got too much success to be sitting around by themselves. What that look like? So let that sink in. All right? Understand this, that there's levels to this. And motherfuckers who truly love themselves want to share their life with someone. Because when you are alone, getting older, that's dangerous. It will shorten your life expectancy if you have no one there to help you and take care of you when you are sick. Okay? I'm going to get on some facts. Because see, y'all keep talking about this shit while y'all young and fine. But what about when you get older? What about when this shit start wearing off? What about when you ain't as fucking energetic as you used to be to go out and meet new people and do all this other shit and be wild? You're going to wish you had took the time to focus on your future a little bit while you was in this moment and quit living only in the moment. So that's just some shit to think about. All right, but Kelzo say so. And fuck with me on the next one. Peace.